was harder, falling off a 12-story building or saying goodbye to Jean-Claude on the last day of filming?
I think leaning on this chair was sort of like harder than anything.
A nude gold me, apparently. This is fantastic.
There you go.
It's not accurate in many ways. But we'll leave that for the B-roll.
Are we ready?
We're so ready.
I made you wait for it.
What's in the bag?
Well, we hear that a certain actor is the recipient of the MTV Movies Best Kiss Award, and I think you guys actually deserve the Best Kiss Award for this movie.
Oh my gosh.
So, we're going to pretend that they don't look like Oscars. But
We're going to pretend,
We're going to pretend that they are
Wow.
not and they're official MTV
That is
Movies.
so nice. We would like to credit the stunt Matt
Yes.
for this. The airbag takes full responsibility.
It's true, it's all Matt.
It's all Matt.
It's all
It's
airbag.
all Matt Damon.
It's
always Matt Damon.
It's always Matt Damon.
It always comes back
He's
to Matt
always been
Damon.
the caretaker here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I love this.
Very deserved. And now, before we start, MTV Movies gets a little shout out in this,
Yeah.
as someone is the recipient of one. So I got
Yes.
you Best Fake Stunt.
Whoa.
Pretend it doesn't look like an Oscar.
Ooh, it's really great. This is exactly
something.
what I needed, actually.
I thought so.
Fantastic, yeah.
I was like, that's what your day's missing.
I mean,
Is a little mini you.
a nude gold me, apparently. This is fantastic.
There you go.
It's not accurate in many ways. But we'll leave that for the B-roll.
Ryan, I'm going to come at you first.
I'm going to come at you. That sounds
I'm gonna
aggressive,
come at
doesn't
you
it?
first.
Okay.
I'm going to come at you.
I knew it. As soon as you walked in, I knew.
Yeah, you knew. I was coming for you.
Licky's like already
Yeah.
just crumpled up.
I saw this little head poking out of the bag, and I was
So
like,
you were bracing
She's
for
got
impact.
something.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know,
let's hear it.
what was harder?
Oh, what have I done?
Oh, God.
No, it wasn't. No, see.
Did you fall? Well, the question I'm going to ask is about falling.
Totally fine.
So, what was harder, falling off a 12-story building or saying goodbye to Jean-Claude on the last day of filming?
I think leaning on this chair was sort of like harder than anything.
Listen,
keeping your balance.
the first one of the day is the best, isn't it?
Jean-Claude, that was hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was amazing, right?
She was an icon. She was a scene stealer.
Yeah.
She was a real scene stealer. I wanted you to have some scenes with little...
I know, I
little
didn't
Jean-Claude.
get any dog time.
You should have shared.
No dog time.
She didn't want to work with Emily.
Wow.
She was like,
She was like,
She was like, no,
Not
just
her.
Ryan.
I've heard a lot about
Yeah.
her, and it's a no. But she said it quietly like that with her paw.
Bit of a diva. Well, we need a sequel just so that you two can have a little rendezvous together.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I take it you like dogs.
I love dogs.
You
Am
see?
Can you tell?
No, I just love that it's the first question out the gate. That means you're
we're
a
not
dog
talking
lover.
about that character enough, so thank you.
No, exactly.
Have we not been talking about Jean-Claude enough?
Not really.
Some people ask, but it's once in a
No,
while.
yeah.
It's certainly not the first question, so this is what I like about this.
I did learn one thing about you is that you like to listen to music to get into character. Movie scores specifically as well.
I love
are
movie
in
scores.
there.
I've
Yeah.
actually been also listening to a lot of BTS recently. Like,
BTS.
yeah, I've been like listening to things.
Oh
so
my
it's been
god.
great.
Do you have a favourite BTS song at the moment?
You know that song Friends?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
like on repeat right now.
Love that. Well, I was going to say, like, what were you listening to maybe get into the character for Dan?
I was listening to a lot of big like Journey and like AC/DC and all
Okay.
that stuff just to kind of, it felt right.
Yeah.
You know, and a bunch of things. I even had a scene where I was like, and like, what's wonderful is that, you know, even though a lot of things don't always make it into the movie, it still informs the character. So the character had and has a lot of spontaneity and energy and friendliness. And, you know, all that stuff informed who Dan was.
I really love that this film recognises the power of Taylor Swift's All Too Well. Something I really relate to. How cathartic was it, you know, filming that? How hard was it not to laugh? And is there a 10-minute version somewhere?
It was too cathartic, apparently,
Just a
because
10-minute
Emily was
line.
telling me I was crying too hard.
Not
and
true.
I should just pull it back a little bit.
I was very touched, and then I was concerned. I went from being, oh, that is so, wow, that is so, wow. Oh my God. And then I kind of went to, that is a choice, you know.
It was
So by
messy.
the time the window came
Got messy,
down,
yeah.
he was so wet that I was like, oh, he really has been weeping. And I loved it.
I let it all go.
He thought I was looking at him suspiciously, but I was impressed.
You know, like leaves falling into place, as the song goes, you know? It was all...
Is that a lyric? Mm-hmm. See, you might be more of a Swiftie than me. It's a fish.
Swiftie test has been passed.
It's been passed.
Obviously, you guys have worked on so many movies, but you're also film lovers. I wondered if you have a piece of movie merch, memorabilia that you've kept that's quite personal to you.
You have the alien hand from this film.
I do have the alien hand. Ryan gave it to me as my wrap gift. It's the massive rubber alien hand, and it sits in prime place in my office now. My kids like to go try it on, and walk around with them.
No, but do you have something more meaningful than that?
No,
I can't say you could,
never,
but,
never. I have the parrot umbrella from Mary Poppins.
That's
Is that showing off? That's showing off, isn't it? It's almost showing off. I also have the tiny little gin bottle that I threw at Cillian Murphy's head in Oppenheimer, which was my wrap gift from Cillian Murphy, which I treasure.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I have all the gin bottles that you threw at my head.
Just at 6 a.m.
Full bar, really.
Yeah.
Just loving them. And Ryan, you?
I have my car from Drive.
Yeah, okay, that wins.
Did you steal it?
What?
Seems like an excessive gift for someone to give you.
No. I didn't steal that car.
It'd be quite hard to steal. Getting out of there with no one seeing.
What's that?
What's that?
But that's not as cool as the umbrella from Mary Poppins.
No, it's pretty epic though. But where is the car? And do you ever take it for a spin?
I'm not going to give you the address.
It's at
on
324 Beverly Boulevard.
Yeah, exactly. It's at 324 Beverly Boulevard.
I don't keep anything from the movies.
No, you definitely don't.
Yeah, I don't take home anything from the sets that I'm not supposed to. I don't do that.
No, I'm totally unprofessional.
I have this yellow jacket from Spencer Confidential.
Okay.
That I like. So the character had it, and I always loved it, and it's kind of is one of my little safety items. Yeah.
Obviously, Jodie is a director, and there's quite a special message throughout the film that she has the potential to go on and inspire so many young girls. So,
we love you.
Where have you been?
Where have you been all our lives?
I've just been waiting outside for the whole time. And it was very touching. It was very touching to see, and I'd love to know which female directors inspire you, and if you drew on any of them in this role.
That is an amazing question, and I appreciate it because I think what I liked about playing her was that she had this extravagant vision that seemed rather out of reach at times, with the kind of sci-fi epic love story of cosmic proportions she was trying to build with Metal Storm. But I loved her ambition for it and her passion for it. And I also loved that she didn't have it all squared away and that she questioned her own vision. And that seemed like I wanted to make sure that was realistic, because I think those great creative whirlwinds, they do question themselves. It's not like everyone has it all together all the time. Mm-hmm. So I guess it's like about having dreams with purpose, and that's a good thing for everyone. And I don't really know who she's specifically inspired by, but probably what we've talked about and what we love about this movie and what almost gets me emotional about this movie is that it's so personal to all of us. We've worked in this business for so long, and you gather these magical moments and nuances from crew members, castmates, like whoever, like along the way, and it all got injected into the film, you know. Yeah. That was a very long-winded answer, I'm sorry.
No, it was lovely. I mean, you can tell this
very
film...
directorly. So like,
very directorly.
Yeah, you put your director hat on that for that one.
And as you are the stunt coordinator in the movie, I'd love to hear a bit of an insight into what it was like filming those action epics with Ryan and the stuntmen.
So good. Great question. So honestly, I learned a lot about the stunts community while working on this film. I got to shadow our stunts coordinator, which was Chris O'Hara, on our film, and I learned a lot more about what it means to carry that responsibility day to day. And that's not something I used to think about, because I would approach my stunts as the actor, not as like the leader of this department and this department head. And I didn't realize how much the safety of the entire film, of the entire set, of everyone who's present was kind of dependent on that person being present, that person telling the truth, that person not only translating what can be done, but also saying, no, we can't do it. So I learned a lot. And then just being on set around these big stunts. We set a world record in this movie.
Yes, 8 consecutive rolls.
Exactly. So that's called a cannon roll. That's when the car flips and just keeps going, and we beat 007. I think Casino Royale was the one that had it before, and we beat it with 8, so it was incredible.
I'd love to give you guys an opportunity to shout out somebody who worked on this movie from the crew, the stuntmen, so that they can have the attention for it, and you can spotlight someone for a second.
Oh my God, I gotta say, for our Steadicam operator, BJ, it was just
BJ
unbelievable.
Yes.
because he had to do so many massive one-ers, especially on sand. That's not easy on the quads.
Not at all.
Not at all. I have to give him a shout out because we did a couple in there where I was like, this guy's unreal.
And he was also getting ready to pitch to direct the new Leprechaun franchise.
Was he?
Yeah. So he was in between doing all these incredible Steadicam shots. He was also designing a new Leprechaun.
Oh God, this is perfect.
What a
BJ,
guy.
we love you.
BJ.
Yeah.
BJ, you're everything.
Yeah.